and proud.
It's just after 7:25, and a County Durham clothing company's won a major contract with Tesco. It's the AMA Group, based in Peterlee, and they plan to recruit up to 200 people between now and the end of next year.
It's making clothes for Tesco's F&F range, and their products will be sold at stores across the country and overseas. Paul Watts is one of the managing directors at the AMA Group.
Oh, everybody's really excited about it. Morale's really high, and it's been a massive boost to all of us. I think it recognises that the North East is a bedrock of the industry, and that up in the North East here we have the skills and expertise to provide an excellent service.
So we're going to be joined by Paul and the company's other MD just after 8 this morning. Tesco says the deal is bringing jobs back to an area with a strong textile manufacturing heritage. Let's speak now to someone who knows more about the clothing and fashion industry than I do. Sandra Tang, you run anyone's Newcastle Fashion Week, of course. We've spoken to you on BBC Newcastle about that. What do you think it says about the clothing industry here that such a big deal has been secured?
I mean, it's fantastic news, of course. The North East is growing and growing in terms of the fashion sector. Anyone's Newcastle Fashion Week goes to showcase everything that we have here in the city, and we are really, a kind of force to be reckoned with. You know, we've got some leading universities, colleges that supply great fashion talent in the manufacturing area as well. And, you know, it's only something that's going to be even better in the future.
And we've got a marvellous heritage in the North East in clothing and fashion, certainly as an industry. It was massive. And then I think the early 90s there was a slump.
There was, and you know, that's happened, all across, the UK, and you can see obviously we do have, kind of really strong clothing manufacturers here, that stood the test of time, such as Barbour. And it's great to see that, we featured their catwalks in our events before, and it's been a great brand here in the North East, one amongst many.
When you look at some of the stereotypes of North East people, flat caps, whippets, the big market, Geordie Shore, people who are orange, it can almost detract from the dent we make in the fashion world.
I think, every city's got its own kind of stereotypes, and, with anyone's Newcastle Fashion Week, we have a style search, and it goes to show the kind of various amazing styles and fashion that we have in the North East. And people are very creative. We've got a very wide range of styles as well, whether or not you're Lolita fashion through to goth through to high street. There's a wide range here in the city, and it really goes to show how fashionable and forward thinking we are.
I've noticed a massive care and attention to locally sourced food in the North East. How proud we are of the cheeses we make, of the meat we produce. Do you think people are equally passionate about clothes being made here in the North East or here in Britain?
Definitely, and it's a growing trend, and this is, a perfect example of, what's happening here in the North East. There's been a massive kind of surge towards things that are made in Britain, things that are locally sourced here, things that are manufactured here. It's very much that kind of pride that we have of what's created here in the country, whether or not it's creativity, whether or not it's manufacturing. It's all based here. We showcase North East designers as part of anyone's Newcastle Fashion Week, and there's so much talent up here in the North East from that, whether or not it's to Lula Love, to the Libertarian. We have that talent from, kind of the start to finish.
I'm not asking you for a makeover. I've never been that fashionable. But what is in at the minute? What should people be looking out for or wearing? What do you like?
Again, there's a big trend towards, locally sourced products and, kind of local designers as well. But there's so much trends out there. The floral trend, the bright colours. There's that much happening here in the world of fashion.
I'll have a look. Sandra, thanks for coming in again. Sandra Tang there, and as we say, we'll be chatting more on this after 8 o'clock. It's 7:30.
We're side.